Alright, we're back. It's some more 80 days. And last time, जहाँ पे हम लोग 80 days खेले थे, the last time we left was in Athens. I believe we were doing some stuff in Athens. Did I buy some shit for Athens? I don't remember. I think so. I already sold the things that I have bought for Athens, right? Yeah, I think so. I already sold things that I have bought for Athens. So I'll just have to like check things out and everything. Let's see on this map what and where of things we can. I don't know. Where can we have things now? Do we have things to do in Athens? I don't remember. We can stay here for a night, recover our health. Because I think so I have recently arrived in Athens, or else my health wouldn't be low. My master is not has a rule particularly interested in the fabulous locales and exotic city of which journeyed through. Athens was an exception that proved the rule. His sudden interest has not been limited to the city. He fixed me with a look. Do you speak Greek? I did, though I do not go. Not enough. I had a glorious summer with a Greek contronist who could the most elegant contortionist who could do the most elegant. Okay, what? I'm so confused. Hmm. I'm pretty confused right now. Like, what is it saying? I don't know. Okay, well, I'll go with whatever it is. I smiled sharply, repeating a few of the phrases taught to me by my paramour. Monsieur Fogg blushed vermilion. That passport, he cleared his throat, is a very specialized vocabulary. Despite my master's grasp of Greek ancient. Wait, what's happening over here? Give me a moment. Despite my master's ancient Greek, the grasp of ancient Greek, the demotic variant commonly spoken on the streets eluded him. We were reduced to wandering at random, asking for direction through a combination of mime. Wandering at random until by chance we stumbled upon a site of the Acropolis. I gazed at the Pantheon. I watched Monsieur Fogg. I checked my watch discreetly. Right. Sorry about that. I had to do some stuff. I watched Monsieur Fogg. I checked my watch discreetly. Pantheon's column. It was magnificent sight, even in ruins. I couldn't imagine how it must have looked 2,000 years ago. The jewel in the crown of Athenian Empire. It is square. It is exquisite. Uh, I breathed, interrupted Monsieur Fogg's silent reverie without quite meaning to. Alas, a quite companionable moment did not return. Deteriorated. Okay, did not expect that. Let's explore. Let's explore because we can. Oh, interesting. Hunting for options, how we might proceed. Okay, let's see the market. What do we have? Urban traveler, part of. Okay, I've already bought things over here. Okay, that's good to know. Let's depart and see. I made a very. We can go to Izmir. Let's go then. It'll take us some health, but that's totally fine. We can go to Izmir here. I don't think so we can go to Sofia because I do have things to sell for Sofia, right? We boarded the daily ferry across the Aegean Sea and then sat out on the deck, enjoying the sunshine. Getting some needed rest. Nice. Let's recover some more health. The other passengers miled around, talking loudly and drinking, also chilled by chips of ice carved from blocks in the hold of ship. The boat had air of a market cafe. Clearly, sunshine is good for the soul. Otherwise, I spend my time, Shiraz, attending to my master's seat, talking to other passengers. Sure, and keeping him comfortable. But I had sense that he had found my administration more varying than relaxing. I did not fight him, but found a viewpoint from which to enjoy the company of other passengers. Reached Izmir finally. Did lose some health, but that's totally fine. We do have something that we can sell in this, but it will sell better in Hale apparently. I don't know if we'll ever go to Hale. We do have other items we can sell at Hale as well, though. Yeah, but it is. There's a lot of items we can sell in Hale right now. Right now. Yeah, there's a lot of items we can sell in Hale. So I might want to like let me see. If I go here, where is Hale? I want to see where Hale is. That's Baghdad, Tehran, Mount Hale. I think so. I saw Hale. Yeah. So if I ever go there to Hale, I have to go through this route, right? I have to go to Hale. So basically, I have to take a long route. So I might want to make my way to Hale because and Antalya is close by, so I might want to go to Antalya over there. Let's go ahead and stay a night at hotel. We might want to go to Antalya though. The port of or Izmir, Saimrana, or Izmir as the locals called it, was a gateway to Ottoman trade with Europe. The British and French had their own way to their own consulates and private quays. Uh, but there was also Dutch and Venetian lags amongst the fleets of trade ships and dirigibles. I struck up a conversation with a Greek textile merchant. Let's go with this. But with little access until I've tried Desperate Story. Power Master Never on the Run. Let's go with this one. who My master's murderous wife, who having married a gentleman for his money, now wish to have the free spending of it that comes from a cleanly executed murder. Boy! Your master had a weird wife, I must say. Yeah. Why wasn't I like? Why was I surprised? Like, why wasn't I surprised looking at this? See, I tried to make three different sentences from that, but it did not work. Oh god, I do not think they entirely believe my tale. Sure. One gesture towards his stroller. I'll take you, he grumbled. I sailed to. Yay! Let's go, Antalya. Nice. We need to go there. We do need to go to Antalya. That's exactly where we are going. We need to depart tomorrow, right? Depart at what time? 8 a.m. Alright, nice. That's helpful. While I'm at it, let's also explore. I took a brief turn about the dogs once more in the late afternoon and came across a few grizzled souls playing dominoes. I watched them play. They appear to be strategy and counterplay. It seemed as a random as a game of find a lady. Respectable pastime. That's sad. Desert traveler, part of heavy storm, part of jungle travel. This is all traveling stuff. So let's just move on. Let's depart. We do have enough health where we can depart to. Where is it? No, I want to go to Istanbul. I want to go to Antalya. Where is Antalya? Game. Where is Antalya? That's Odessa. That's Istanbul. Where the hell is Antalya? Can I see Antalya somewhere? The heck? Oh, there we go. Ah, come on. I need to go to Antalya though. I do have the money though, that I can go to Antalya. I'll need to bribe, but I don't see any negotiations over here. Sad, we have to wait then. Yeah, we have to wait. Got no choice. We have to wait. Let's go to Izmir again. Let's spend a night. Let's see if we can do anything over here. Sure, let's do this one. Nothing of interest. Can we go to Antalya right now? We can now. Nice. We can also have 3 bags, but to be honest, it's better not to. We'll have less health than usual because it's a long travel, I guess. Let's attend to fog since we'll have a less amount of health when we'll go there. I could have been a fisherman. Tangle of line. Such a tiny signal, but when when correctly read, so satisfying. The free flower flowing beer that creases the line. The pleasant work, the splosh as the fish is tossed back alive on nearing which the it is nostrils declaring passport. You smell of. I'm too soft to be any kind of hunter. Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of health over here. We rounded the coast of Turkey, clinging to the shore. We saw several the boats plying the waters, some fishing vessels, some ferries. I shrugged, a grizzle shrug. Uh, okay. Busy little place, this. What is the quickest way to anywhere? Except the airships are not important. But they're all private from Antalya. You can't get abroad unless you know the right people. Run dry lands once more. A bath. Monsieur Fogg murmured. I must have a bath. I will reach Antalya right now. Lose a lot of health, I guess. That's enough health. Let's go to yeah, there we go. This is the reason why we wanted to come here. Interesting. That will also go well in Hale. So I do want to go to Hale, definitely. Baghdad, Tehran. Indian timetable, yes. Since I'm an Indian, we'll definitely go to some place in India. We'll see. We'll see if we can have something. Uh, let's go here and see what we can find. Karachi. Oh right, this is the period when a lot of places in India were still intact, like Sri Lanka and everything. Because it's like the 18th century, right? So yeah, we're getting a lot of routes, lots and lots of routes. Right now, we don't have much to sell in the marketplace because it seems like a lot of these things are in Hale, apparently. Okay, let's sell this because we already know the routes now. Let's go to the hotel. Pass a day at hotel. I spent my afternoon rambling around whatever that is, the historical center of Antalya, which is where I happened to upon a group of Turkish docklands unloading crates of Venetian goods into a warehouse flying the French flag. They had a possible grasp of French, a double prerequisite of working for their French employee, one Monsieur Fontaine. Though we have never met, one of them added bitterly, "Is he a good employer?" I asked politely, simply to make small talk. Alas, my innocent inquiry was not taken as such. But he asked, a dockhand fired back, crossing his arm. "Perhaps you are Monsieur Fontaine." "My name is Potterpot," I protested. A likely story was their retort. "That is not even my real name," a most hurtful as accusation. And despite my process, so I revenged myself by trying to cut their pay. And despite my protests to the contrary, the idea of their master masquerading as a tourist was not to be dislodged. After resigning myself to a role, I gave a booming laugh, the sort of Monsieur Fontaine of my imagining would boom. And his bluff exterior, he had only recently suffered heartbreak, prone to making friends and acts of random generosity. Generosity. There we go. Alas, my invented backstory saw me doling on banknotes to these docklands quite haphazardly. Thus was I unconcerned in my role. I spent a cheerful, if deceptive afternoon getting to know my employees and inspecting the merchandise. They cracked open a crate to reveal a treasure trove of Venetian glass glittering blue-green in Anatolian sun. Like this glass, I too have come from Venus, I remarked. Though my journey was perhaps less comfortable, I took my leave as quickly as possible before they began demanding a pay rise from me, and made my way back to my own equally mysterious employer. Okay, the funds have gone down a little. Sad. We don't have any places to go right now, so we can just explore. Hopefully, finding some routes. Antalya to Beirut, Beirut to Alexandria. Okay, we're going to Alexandria. That's one thing for sure. Nothing in the marketplace, right? Does this do anything? Oh, so those routes actually work out. Okay, so if I sold those things, those routes are okay. Alright, gotcha. Okay, that was my bad. Okay, where am I right now? Current location, please. We'll stay at the hotel for now. But we need to recover our health. As the night fell, I forwarded my master every service. I spent our yeah, sure. Gone up a little. Okay. If I had to depart now, where would I go? That arrives today. I'll give -6. I'll give -11. So you know what? Let's go to Beirut and then we can go to Alexandria, right? Yeah, let's go. It's only -6, so it's not that bad. Tall masted is Egyptian clipper that sailed around the coastline from Antalya all the way to Alexandria. I asked the skipper if he had considered longer voyages. Oh yeah, the Suez Canal, but he only laughed. The fees, young men, are quite extortionate. Is that what it is? Those are some words. Even as an art student, I might like really have a hard time reading those words. I could not argue with that. Let's treat Monsieur Fogg so that we could have some more things to. The evening drew on the crew and served against slings with great cheer. The captain nodding to me as the liquor was poured. Enjoy, he called. I saluted my glass and savored the cool drink as the sun went down in the fire and smoke across the sea. Right, beer it. Made it to beer it. There is something. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, boy, that's a lot of money. Uh, hmm, this might be good. Let's see what we can do. Alright, that's about it. Alright. I guess we'll stay at a hotel. Recovering back a lot of health. We found no true hotel, only a boarding house of rooms around a central courtyard in which a fountain danced and various people sat and talked in hushed tones. As I looked about, I found something suspect in every pair of eyes I met, sir. Naturally, I was curious. I introduced myself as to a young looking pair. Likely looking pair, sorry. They had just arrived from Baghdad and were full of glories of the city. Tell me more. I demanded, and so the woman, one Madame Azir, enthused and generous hospitality and warm welcome expected from all Baghdadis. I shall look forward to it. I declared cheerfully. Madame Azir and a male companion took their leave from the mountainside, insisting on recommending a spot in town where we might find a driver to Baghdad before going. I was left sitting beside fountain, listening to whispering water until I retired. Alright. We found our way to Baghdad. I want to see. We can go to Hale. Or we can go to Alex. Actually, going to Baghdad and then Hale would make more sense, right? Because we have things you could sell there. We have a lot of things you can go sell in Hale. So that's the reason why. Or we can directly go to Hale. Even that's possible. Streamers are thronged Beirut's modern harbor and airships hung in the air, about tethered with long cables to rows of purpose-built iron rings which ran perpendicular to docks. Sprawled out from the confines of its ancient walls, yet was bounded by the shadow of Mount Lebanon to the north. Offered me a game of dice, and I was happy to accept. I was only too happy to accept, despite a troubled relationship with Lady Luck of late. I bet £2, and he rolled a hard 4 to start, telling me he had only been just released from Lazaretto, which sort of, which was sort of a maritime quarantine. He told me about his cargo, opium of the highest quality. Though here's the joke, it's technically British opium, purchased straight from Turkish farmers, then resold for a profit in the Arabian Peninsula. It's cold to Newcastle, I exclaimed, which required a subsequent, unfortunately lengthy explanation about British industry. The Albion nodded along, but I fear he was not a particularly attentive student. Mistress could sell a recipe for comlect to an Albion grandmother, probably castles to new coal as well, the sailor said. She uses the profit to fund her expeditions into the desert. She sounded quite mad. As he made this third roll, the sailor told me that her expedition camp was in Hale, some distance to the southwest and always in need for an extra pair of hands. I rolled, and handed over my money with such grace as I could muster. The Albion patted me on the shoulder and decided to return to my master before I found any more trouble in Beirut. We can go to Hale. Yeah, we can go to Hale. When will this go? Arrives tomorrow. Alright, we can stay another day. Hale is Hale is our before going to bed. Sure, there we go. Let's go and depart for Hale because we need to go there. Not much of a thing. Oh, I did not change the market, did I? I did not check the market. Let's check the market really quickly. There you go. Let's check the market really quickly. I did check the market. Okay, that's my bad now. Let's go to Hale then. We're going to go to Hale Ottoman Gate airship. Nice. We departed Beirut on an Ottoman Gate airship. The envelope was painted all over the interlocking geometric patterns which continued into the corridors inside. Let's look at it a little. A very distinctive coal gas yellow, unsurprisingly perhaps as cakes where coal gas rather than steam powered. A still feature since so much of Ottoman land was desert. We can converse. Greetings, Captain. My good passport. I met a sailor whose mistress ran a caravan to Riyadh. Speaking of animals, I understand you can get to Muscat from Dubai, but by pearl trading cart, but the journey is a tiring one. Interesting. Is there anything else? Let's ask this one. There is a market to be found in Aswan. Jeddah? No idea, but I hear that Al Rashid's plot to capture Jeddah from the Ottomans. Apples? Okay. Uh, if some buyers will pay well for engine oil from Riyadh. Okay. No Goa. Look here, you can pick up good false teeth in Nogo, extremely valuable in Madras. Interesting. I want to see more about Nogo. No bank in Nogo. Interesting. We did find one route though. That's good to know. I looked in on the control room, more spacious than the Europe standard, but similarly arrayed with allometers, gas valve controls, inclometers, and gyroscope. I waved to the captain, who cast me a wary look and signaled for a crewman to attend to me. Can I help you? The crewman asked in passable French. This is a remarkable ship, Antius, and his expression lightened. She has twin propellers and Al Safa coal gas motor, one of the best designs ever, he boasted. She was one of the first airship built for the war, though now she is a transport. The GX is safest ships in the Ottoman air fleet. How fast can we show? Shiver asked privately, rather doubtful. Cruising speed is a steady 120 kilometers per hour. Wow. But he gave me a wink. We are capable of going over 150 in emergencies. Luxuriously appointed ship. A low buzzer began to sound, and the captain began bargaining orders as we descended. The crewman excused himself, and I paced the observation deck until we docked at our destination. Alright, time to make some money, boys. Hey, time to make some money. Alright, this will go in Riyadh, right? Alright. I don't know about this places. Where does this go? This goes in Baghdad and everything. What do you have? Do you have anything interesting to give me? Ooh, you do have something interesting to give me. Ottoman Airways and Travels. Let's have that one so that we can have more knowledge and things. You got Istanbul, which go. What the? Where does Istanbul? What the hell? Oh, okay. Okay, where is the route to India? Because I definitely want to go to India, right? Where is the route to India? That's one route I can take to India. That'll take something. Okay, I can go through here as well. Let's go to Suez and then all the way here to Bombay, right? But we have to travel Ottoman, the whole Ottoman first before going there. That's it. Let's stay at the hotel. Hale was the capital of Al Rashid Emirate, crowned by the newly constructed Barzan Palace, a grand structure over 3 stories with lush gardens flourishing amidst the sand and dust. Its charm surprised me, though it should not have. I suppose why should a palace not be beautiful? Barzan Palace, unusually for edifices of its sort, did not dominate the town but sprawled gently into a bustling soak. Traders from all lands and sects intermingled easily under the protection of a progressive emir, Tel bin Rashid. I found sailors' mistress at the horse traders. I was surprised to find that she was dressed in white, flower flowing robes of bearded man, complete with uh, Kufeya, wrapped a little bit with bonnet. She's looking at the Cremello of about 16 hands. Could such a lady really be an opium trader? I admired the tall Cremello and she gave me a disgusted look. He's a crossbred. This is hardly the coat color of purebred Arabian, she sneered. He's too tall. Besides a clear giveaway, she had that particular nasal tone of English astrico- arist- aristocracy, and I was not surprised when she introduced herself as Lady Anne Blood, or as she called herself in these parts, Anissa Bint London. You are passport, I declared. I'm going around the world. She nodded, curious but not curious enough. I'm to Riyadh by camel train in pursuit of superior horse flesh. I must recommend you come with us, as you clearly are in need of help in your purchases. I promised to consider it, but Lady Blunt had already turned away to harangue the horse trader. My hastily pitched tent relation the prospect of telling about my encounter. If I to depart, I can go right now. What the hell? Okay, if we are to have that, we need to do something. We will need to stay some places. We discovered some new routes, which is good to know. I took a few hours exploring, learning how we might go forth. I think so. I do want to go to Riyadh. Even though it's a tiring journey, I feel like, yeah, let's go. Oh, we can only have two of it, right? Hmm. Interesting. So I could do some things here. I could sell some things here. I don't like selling things, but I might have to sell some things over here. Like this sells for. I do want the Indian timetable because we're going to go there. But I might have to sell these two things because yeah, I'm gonna sell these two things. Put this over here. There we go, and put this over there. There we go. Alright. And we'll leave with that. I don't like selling things for cheap, but I had to make space because these things are a little more valuable. And we're going to Riyadh. Should be better. Oh, I have to wait. That's fine. We'll wait. It's better to have more health than not. For a night. Nice. We have got to 98 health, which is fine. In 3 days at one. If I had to negotiate, we'll wait. I guess. Yeah, we'll wait for another day, or maybe we'll just depart. I do have a lot of money. You know what? Let's just depart. We have a lot of money to spend. There we go. Let's go with hotel, and then we'll leave after that. We had a lot of money to spend, but so yeah, let's go. Lady Blunt appeared at us from atop her chestnut Arabian, barely sparing a glance at me, but greeting Monsieur Fogg with an aristocratic grace that belied her unorthodox appearance. Okay. Eight lightly loaded camels were roped together in a train. Will be traveling fast and hard for a yard, Lady Blunt announced. The town camels at the back are yours, gentlemen. Do not slow us down. I suggested Monsieur Fogg adopt Indian rogues, but he all implied he did not trust my sartorial judgment. Poor master as it was, he remained in Savile Row suit, woolen clothes, socks, leather shoes, and cravat. Let's see. It's a long journey, apparently. We are heading into fog. The desert seems quite endless. I asked Monsieur to adopt once more. Once more, but alas, was again rebuffed. By mid-afternoon, however, he had accepted length of thin cordon to cover his head and protected his mount with constant sand-flight wind. The less said about the travels of the day, the better. Let's attend to him again. This way, at least we can take care of him. Lady Blunt trotted up to us during a rest break, looking at us with the same easy superiority with which Kasida, her chestnut mare, regarded the other camels in the train. Uh, she declared disapproved our condition and made no secret of it. I was quite shocked by her. If you will forgive the pun, dear reader, bluntness, having thought her of the same mould as a reticent Monsieur Fogg. You'll keep up, or we will leave you behind, she pronounced, with every single of truthfulness, every sign of truthfulness. One of the other camel's riders have gave an almighty shout and threw his skin on the under the sand. A glistening black scorpion crawled out of it without a moment's hesitation. Lady Blunt leapt from her horse, kicked the scorpion away from the canteen, and crushed it beneath her leather boot. She is a remarkable woman. Observed to Monsieur Fogg, who merely raised one eyebrow in cool agreement. Lady Blunt remounted her mare and called to the caravan once more to move. I shook the sand from my scarf and girded myself to continue our journey. What's this? Alright. Khalid, the rider in front of me, was clearly far more experienced, for he managed to twist himself around and wave a scalding wind died down. "You're Anissa bint London's cousin," he shouted in passable English. "Is that what she told you?" I asked, wary of contradicting whatever story Lady Bunt had concocted to explain our experience. No, to my relief, he shook his head. "It is just your friend has the same look about him. You know, very." Khalid searched for appropriate word, refined. I offered, but he shook his head. "No, that is not it." He shook his head. "More like," and then proceeded to make a variety of impenetrable, energetic mimes. A camelback. We nearly fell off our camel several times and laughed a significant quantity of sand into our lungs in the process. Though we never did quite find Khalid's word. It did not feel like a day was. Let's treat again. I guess we have enough health that we can actually now say that yeah, we're fine. The road between Hale and Riyadh was not paved, but was well marked and provisioned with caravan serai and permanent settlements that clearly relied on pilgrim trade. I remarked on how busy it was to Lady Blunt, who looked around as if seeing the caravanserai for the first time. These settlements, even Hale, rely on the pilgrims, and each year fewer pilgrims come, she said briskly. Steam power changes everything. What do you mean? I asked. The Aegis railway is being built between Damascus and Mecca. It is not complete, but pilgrims are choosing the comfort of steam trains over the hardships of desert travel. She shrugged and looked away. Surely, what is that is the progress? I ventured, and she turned a gaze of full burning desire, derision towards me. Is it? She demanded. The settlements will dwindle. The men will probably have to seek work on the railway, leaving their families behind. In a few generations, perhaps the skill of dyeing clothes and weaving and handcrafting will be province of grandmothers. I was shocked by her assessment. Was this then the cost of steam power and its marvels? The solution of community is the loss of people's heritage? Lady Blunt sighed. How strange, she remarked, that progress seeks to recreate London wherever it reaches. I found it curious. Before I could reply, she had tugged on her mare's rein and trotted away. Curious, yes, a most curious day. Nice. I cannot deny that I look forward to easing myself from camelback, with the sure knowledge that I would be called upon to mount again next morning. The hairs are thick and surprisingly sharp, capable of poking through even the most sturdy of woolen trousers. This is all I will record about the subject. I gave Monsieur a sip of water. Nice. Right. We have reached Rihard finally. It did take us some time, but we did reach here, which does help us. Can of engine oil, olive oil. Let's have this. Let's just not have. Maybe we'll have this. This will be good in Manama, Suez, and Muscat. Let's buy it, I guess. What is false password? Nothing. Of interest. of to wistful, suspicious foreign and sea dog types. Interesting. We might keep it. It's very cheap after all. Let's explore. Discovered some routes. Nice. Buy a route back to Hale. There is a route to Muscat. Greet us warmly and pinch both of our cheeks with good-natured ebullience. I restrained from murdering our new friend with his eyes, reminding him that the Arabs have a different notion of politeness from Englishmen. My master graciously accepted. His oft-stated preference of tea. Abdul spat a date stone into a spittoon across the room with uncanny accuracy and told us the nearby sheikdom of Baharan and the town of Manama, that Muscat and Oman. Though he sucked on his teeth long and hard before speaking, you British call that place the Pirate Coast, but a good place to hire a fast ship to sea of air or the air or air with few questions as well. You will be comfortable there. It is a British pro- protect protectorate, and it will be easy to catch a steamer to India from the. Oh, we're going to Manama, Bahrain and Manama then. Yeah, we're going there. We are going to Manama. We have a route to Manama. We'll be going there. I will just take a. Yeah, we'll go to Bombay from there. That's what we plan to do. When does this leave? Arrives Thursday. In 3 days. That's fine. We can stay here. Hopefully, there's something you can sell in Manama. Hopefully, I'm not sure. Let's see. What do we have in market? Let's see. We bought something, right? Yeah, this is good in Manama. So you can sell this in Manama. Can we leave right now? Not yet. Departs in 2 days, so we'll stay another day over here. Uh, for a hotel here, funds have gone up. Do you have to stay another day? Sure, let's do this. Let's go to Manama. Electric Farabi. That's what we are traveling. Once you go to Bombay, we'll continue on in the next episode. We were in luck and discovered that Manama magistrate's son Wali was driving to Manama in this brand new Farabi. He clearly loved his car. I surmised that he would be cautious driver, if only to avoid scuffing the immaculate paintwork. He started an electric engine. It sprang life immediately, not requiring the slow build-up of the pressure of the steam-powered vehicle. We hummed along the desert in the electric vehicle. I began a conversation. Over the quiet hum of the carriage style wheels on the yellow white sand. Have you been to Manama before? I asked. Oh, yes. Wally leaned back comfortably in leather seats before casting me a sidelong glance. I have a lady friend there. I'm pledged to secrecy. Announced. A Frenchman never reveals the details of an affair de coeur. Her parents are pearl divers. They are poor but honorable. Her father does not approve, but he is a traditional man. The pronounced term is slurred. Times change. I agreed thoughtfully. I had seen that much for myself in my travels, for good or evil. We continued our conversation in this vein until the sun set in panorama of violet vermilion and gaslit harbor town of Manama appeared on the horizon like a welcome mirage. We are about to reach Manama soon, and we did. Alright, let's sell. Ooh, this is also sellable here. Sell this, this in here. Just all traveling sets and everything. Alright, let's close this and let's explore. Since we do have time to explore, which will give us new routes to Dubai. Okay. British influence over Bahrain had been cemented with the signing of the Perpetual Truce of Peace and Friendship some 20 odd years old, which made Manama town most congenial to Monsieur Fogg's particular taste. Darjeeling tea from a vendor supplied British residents in this year. Alright. If I had to plan, I want to go to Bombay, right? Arrives on Monday. So we need to depart in 2 days. Is that what it says? Departs in 2 days. Okay. Let's stay in the hotel. Sure. We can't depart just yet. This hotel. We'd have to explore a little. Found nothing of great interest. Let's depart. Yeah, let's go. Bombay. We about to go to Bombay, boys. Let's go. Via sea routes. Her deal was a steam yard with Barquinton sails and compound steam engine. Wait. We'll wait. What's this? Alright. We departed. I allowed my master to board first, as was customary, and spent the evening. We packed in all of our clothes. We have enough health. We can work with this. Let's treat him. Today we rounded a famed strait of Ormuz as impossibly small channel of water linking the Persian Gulf with the open ocean. Navigated the sea lanes expertly. I greeted open ocean with gratitude. After the crowd strait and was carried off to sleep to rhythmic gurglings of Hadil's boiler. Hadil. We spotted a whale, though apparently it was not a whale at all, but a Red Sea monster which had recently eaten an entire stream bound for Malacca, hull and all. Crews agitated and murmured among themselves. It was not the first sighting of this creature. Okay. It was fast and deadly. Ships had been gone missing for years, and there was some talk of an international expedition to hunt the creature. I watched for the monster. Shared the shadow for several hours, but to my misfortune, nothing happened. About to reach. Massive colorful sails and gaily decorated hulls. Enormous schooners and steamships were docked in the deep water harbor, swarmed by little fishing vessels and sailboats. Gotcha. And we finally made it to Bombay. Have anything we can sell here? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. We'll complete whatever is over here and then we'll end up the episode. Well, with that, let's explore. Let's do that. I will end the episode. Oh, can go to Goa. Cared not a straw for the wonders of Bombay, but gave me a few hours leisure as he settled to his luncheon. I ended up squeezing and puffing my way up Malabar Hill, the highest point in South Bombay. I paused at the top to look towards the city. I could see gas lamps along the Queen's Necklace of Marine Drive. Oh, Marine Drive, yeah. Being lit one of by one in preparation for evening, and the palm trees waving in the salt-scented breeze. Catching my breath, I found my steps irresistibly drawn towards Yangon Gardens, which shielded the Parsi Tower of Silence on the bay. Was there an odd structure? A circular construction with three concentric rings with each the Parsi dead were exposed to the air as was the custom. I saw some merit in the gesture. It was said to be a final act of charity to feed scavenger birds with flesh of their bodies. In the shadow of tower, I saw a symbol of copper lily on the door of a converted mansion. Approached and knocked on the door and was given a cup of tea and cushioned wicker chair almost as soon as I crossed the threshold of this outpost of Artificers Guild. They were a varied group. Most were British or Indian, but I spotted a few Turks and Chinese. More than half were women, and all sat sipping together as equals and poring over periodicals. Millet Sikh in bright blue turban and admirably pressed trousers approached. What is it that you require, traveler? My master and I are going around the world. Yeah. Welcome to Bombay. I'm interested in transportation. I told them. What inventions have you made? At least 6 languages from Dharampal. The Sikh smiled. We have invented many small things that are useful but not important, like caps that prevent water from falling from bottles. The ship suddenly upside down. In transportation, we have done nothing. Strain? Perhaps. Though myself, I would head south to Colombo, where there are airships. I thanked the artificers profusely for taking my leave. Alas, I was so distracted by my musing that I failed to notice 2 sluggish fellows that ill intent who cornered me in the side street and demanded my shoes. A man's shoes are his castle, I contended, which had a laudable effect on confusing them for a moment. While I attempted a discreet but ultimately fruitless escape, I returned to my master barefoot and ran a shamefaced. Alright, that's fine. And I think that that's also where we'll end of the video. Right now we have visited 17 cities out of 169. That's gonna be a long. We're gonna have a long journey. We only have like 28 days left now, so I'm okay. Hoping we can visit more cities from here on. We'll just have to see. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.